Oh, it let me go live because I've been banned again. Even after me yesterday saying it's fine, hopefully it's all good. I've been banned again from sending messages. I don't know. I don't know. So I've got to do a really quick one today because we've got a call in 10 minutes with our photo shoot girls. So twice a year we run photo shoots in the UK for our clients, and it's not mandatory. People sign up if they want to do it. And then on the run up, we're going to do some calls. So we did one 2 weeks ago. We've got one today. And what I want to talk about today is going to kind of talk about something related to those, but also other things I've had in my DMs recently and in general. I think it's something that's really, really important that we talk about. And I'm going to use weight loss as a as a structure here. But literally, you can use this for anything, like business, relationships, like maybe I'll flick between the three actually. But anything in your life, you have to be able to do this properly in order to succeed. And also, it's really good for your own mental health, right? So the topic is setting expectations. And everyone sounds boring, right? Boring shit. It is boring, but it is super, super important because if you do not set the correct expectations, two things are going to happen. One, you're not going to get the result that you want. And then two, you're going to beat yourself up on it, right? So let's say you want to lose weight and you want to look like this girl, like you've got a picture and you're like, yes, I want to look like that. Okay, great. Well, to do that, you need to, train for the next 4 years consistently. And you need to do this. You need to take your food with you, no off-plan meals, and blah, 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 wherever, right? It could be. And so if you are not willing to do that for 4 years, no off-plan meals, training, once a day for 6 days a week, making sure you're getting really good sleep, good recovery, and all this kind of stuff. If you're not willing to do that, then how can you expect to get the results that she has got? Right? How can you expect to be where she wants to be if you're not going to do the work that she did? And the same with business. If you want to be where, say you look at someone in the space and you're like, yeah, I want to own a business like that, or I want to get to where that person's got to. Are you going to do it by not putting the same work in that they did? Are you going to do it by just wanting, or do you actually have to do the thing that that person also did? And the same with relationships. Let's look at it as a relationship this time. So let's say you want your relationship to succeed. I hope you do. Then what is that going to take? If you want this expectation of a relationship where you're having loads of sex, you're going on dates, you are madly in love with each other, you have deep, deep communication, you can tell each other everything. If that's the kind of relationship that you want, then you need to put the work in. And so if that's your expectation, what is the work we'd be expected to do to get there? So it's going to be that you spend time with them, right? So you spend time with your partner. It may also be that you have some really deep, hard conversations. You share things that maybe you don't really want to share with them, but you need this layer of intimacy, I guess that's the way you could describe it, to be able to get to the result that you want. And nothing is going to be, if you want a high expectation, if you've got high expectation for results, that's not going to be easy to come by. So you need to ask yourself, okay, well, if I want this expectation, if I want this result, what is the work that I'm willing to put in? And what is the work I'm not willing to put in, right? And so you then need to either commit to it, like, yes, now I'm going to do it. I'm going to commit, I'm going to do it long term, or however long it takes. Or you say, actually, do you know what? I don't think I want to do that much work. And so then you have to lower your expectations. It's very, very simple. And although X plus Y doesn't always equal Z. You've got a higher chance of getting Z with the work that you put in versus just hoping, or not having a solid target, not knowing what the work is to put in, and just guessing. Hey, Scott, how's it going? So if you want greatness in anything in life, you've got to do it. You've got to put the work in that other people have put in to get to where they are. Am I out of Facebook jail? No. I was shocked that I could go live because yesterday I went, actually this morning, someone sent me a friend request. So I messaged him. I was like, hey, thanks for the friend request. And I couldn't send it because I'm blocked. Not from her, from sending messages. So yes, I'm out of jail apparently because I can go live. But no, I'm not out of jail because I can't send DMs. Oh, you're sweet, aren't you? Sweet. Sweetie. Yeah, so this is it. And then if you want to lose weight, then you've got to do the things that people who lose weight do, right? You got to track your food. You've got to eat better. You've got to maybe eat more. And again, you've got to do those uncomfortable things like, okay, well, I don't really want to be, tracking my food, but if that's where I want to get to, then that's what I would do. Is set expectations, is it best to throw out all or nothing mindset? Well, I don't know, because I don't think the all or nothing mindset's healthy for anybody, but I think it helps having the all mindset, not the nothing mindset, but definitely having the all mindset where you're like, do you know what? I'm going to do this. I'll do whatever it takes, and I'm going to grind through it, whatever it takes. I'm going to say no to going out. I'm going to say no to seeing friends. I'm going to say no to chocolate cake. I'm going to get to where I need to be. But then if you miss one day, then I think it's silly to then give up the whole thing, and all the work you've done so far goes into the abyss. Middle ground. Yeah, I guess. I was saying the other day that as a perfectionist, she says, doing her makeup, I don't think having a perfection mindset is a bad thing. Everyone's like, you shouldn't be a perfectionist, just be happy where you're at. And I'm like, no, I can. Yeah. I'm like, no, if you want to be a perfectionist, you can be a perfectionist. It's fine. You don't need to not be a perfectionist. Oh, we've got a call in 1 minute. That's why he's coming. He's like, okay, show me on this call. So I think as long as your expectations are good and you're willing to put the work in, I think you can have whatever goals you want, and you can be all in. I used to have a business mentor who come from being a drug addict and was homeless, and all this kind of, not sob story, I don't want to say it like that, but this terrible life. And he was like, I went all in. That's fine, stop. He's like, I went all in and I had nothing to lose, and it was ride or die. It was all or nothing kind of approach. And when I spoke to him once, or he didn't say this directly to me, but he kind of insinuated that if you don't come from nothing, then you'll never make it because you haven't got anything on the line. And I'm like, well, I think it's harder when you've got everything on the line. When you've got everything to lose, I think that is much more scary than having nothing to lose. So there's a conversation for another day, maybe. But what's more scary, having everything to lose or nothing? Da, 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 da. Oh, there we go. That was my little. I'm not putting my blue on today. I'm not putting primer on. I can't be that. I'm very injured. Very injured today. Yesterday, I don't know why. So I've got this injury that goes from my thumb to my wrist, goes right across there, all the way up my arm to here. And it was bad yesterday, and it's bad today. So I find it very difficult to make small movements. So I'm going to do as little as possible. Typing hurts, writing hurts, drawing hurts, putting makeup on hurts. Using a knife and fork hurts. Came out to cut my breakfast this morning. So bad it is. But I'm in a lot of pain. I have to see. Anyone know a private hand person? You know, like I don't know, what do you call them? Like a trauma surgeon or something? Or wrist. Anyone know a surgeon? What about highlighter? No, I can't even be fucked about a highlighter on, to be honest. I'm in too much pain. Oh. And it's either that or risk doing my left hand, and I don't really think that the mascara on my left hand is really the best idea. I can't even hold this thing straight. Okay, that's gonna have to do. So either use my left hand because I'm in too much pain now. So I've started with this hand, or ask Cam to do it. And I don't really think Cam's the best person to put my mascara on for me. So I think I've got a better chance on my left hand. Well, see, but then this is it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. My expectations are I'm not gonna look as good because I have to do everything either left-handed or with my fucking gammy hand. So I can't expect. Oh God, see, that was close. I can't expect to have the same results as if I did it with my normal hand with no pain. So have the right expectation. That was it. I think that was a good way to finish it. If anyone's got any questions, let me know. I'm going to hop on this photo shoot call now. Have a fantastic weekend, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.